أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه ويبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا ماكثين فيه أبدا وينذر الذين قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا ما لهم به من علم ولا لآبائهم كبرت كلمة تخرج من أفواههم نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا إنا جعلنا ما على الأرض زينة لها لنبلوهم أيهم أحسن عملا وإنا لجاعلون ما عليها صعيدا جرزا أم حسبت أن أصحاب الكهف والرقيم كانوا من آياتنا عجبا إذا والفتية إلى الكهف فقالوا ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين كانت أعينهم في خطاء عن ذكري وكانوا لا يستطيعون سمعا أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا أعددنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فهبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفض البحر قبل أن تنفذ كلمات ربي ولو جعلنا بمثله مددا قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا.
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له لا شريك له لا شريك له وسلم عليه. قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد إن الله على كل شيء قدير. صدق الله مولانا العظيم وبلغنا الرسول النبي الكريم الأمين. وفي مقام آخر إنا أعطيناك الكوثر. صدق الله مولانا العظيم وبلغنا الرسول النبي الكريم الأمين. قال رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين أو كما قال الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم. حمد و ثنا के बाद मेरे वाजिब एहतराम बुजुर्ग और दोस्तों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। अल्लाह तबारक व तआला जल्ल जलालुहू व अमन वालुहू का लातादाद अनगिन बेशुमार शुक्र है कि हमें असफुल मखलूकात में से इंसान पैदा फरमाया, और सिर्फ ये नहीं बल्कि हमें आका इनामदार ताजदार मदीना फ़ख्र मौजूदात अहमद मुस्तफ़ा मोहम्मद मुस्तफ़ा सल्लल्लाहु तआला अलैहि वसल्लम के उम्मती बनाया। एक शायर ने क्या खूब फरमाया है, फरमाते हैं कि मोहम्मद से वफा तूने, कि मोहम्मद से वफा तूने तो हम तेरे, कि मोहम्मद से वफा तूने तो हम तेरे हैं, ये जहां चीज ही क्या लोहो कलम दे। My brother Islam was thank the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the sadaqah and wasila of His beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, who has brought us together, alhamdulillah, once again under the roof of the Ahl Bayt. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestow His choicest blessings upon each and every one of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us barakah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take us out from mushkilat if we are in mushkilat, through the sadaqah and wasila of the Ahl Bayt, and through the sadaqah and wasila of the first Khalifa of Islam, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu. We have entered that month of Allah, which is known as Jamad al-Akhir, the month where that companion of my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, who was the first Khalifa of Islam, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, had left the dunya. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through sadaqah and wasila of the karam of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu be upon each and every one of us. And whatever I'm going to say today is going to be a glimpse of how he lived his life and what we should do and how we should live our lives as well. My brother Islam, many people, they say that your Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam came on the dunya. Many people ask, they say, didn't your Nabi ever bring someone from dead to life? People ask that. We say that he is the greatest Nabi that ever put foot on the dunya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave all the Nabis and Rasuls some kind of mu'jiza, some kind of miracle, and sent them to us. Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam had the asa. He took the asa, he didn't see the roads came about. He didn't rock, the water shot out. Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam blew into a dead bird, the bird came alive. He said, where did your Nabi bring anyone from dead to life? What mu'jiza did Allah give to your Nabi? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for himself, he says, Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has power to do anything and everything. And for his beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna atainaka al-kawthar. And I go and see my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given him khair kasir, something that you and I cannot imagine. So much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given to him, he never gave anyone anything else before. my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave all the Nabis miracle, mu'jiza, alhamdulillah. But when it came the time of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not give my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam any miracle. But Khuda ki qasam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam a miracle from his head to toe and sent us to us. That Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam had to blow into something for it to come alive. My brother Islam, let me give you an example of the time of my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Insan to insan hai. A human being is a human being. An animal is an animal. It has life inside it. When it dies, by Hazrat Isa alayhi salam blowing into the ears or blowing into the mouth, the person comes alive, the animal comes alive. But I'll give you an example, my brother Islam, in the time of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, something that did not even have life inside, can't even have life inside, were the touching of my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam that comes alive. It is stated, wallah, Bukhari Sharif hadith, authentic hadith, absolutely no doubt. In Madinatul Munawwara, my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he used to climb on the mimbar and he used to put his back on the date bark, bark of the date tree. Now that bark itself, if it's cut out, has no life. Dead. Nothing can come out of it. But because Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam used to put his back on it and give his khutbah every single juma, it is stated now one day, the Sahaba Ikram came, they said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we want to do something for you. Give us permission, we want to make a new mimbar for you. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, Bismillah. The new mimbar was made. That bark of the tree of the khajur, it was taken out and put one side in the masjid. And Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, Sahaba Ikram say, he took one step. They could hear somebody crying. Clearly. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, Hazrat Ali karamallahu wajhul kareem, Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala, Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala, Jaleel al-Qadr Sahabi, they're standing in the saf and they're saying that Khuda ki qasam, we can hear somebody crying. Actually crying. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam took the second step, third step. And that noise went louder and louder and louder. My Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, the words of the hadith, فَنَزَّلَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam ala al-mimbar. فَوَضَعَ يَدَيْهِ. Nabi alayhi salatu wa sallam turned, he came down from the mimbar, he went straight to that bark tree. He put his hand on that bark tree and he held it close to him. And Nabi alayhi salatu wa sallam said, Ameen. He said, Ameen. And it was put back there. Sahaba Ikram after the salah, they say, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that bark tree was actually crying. Why it was crying? Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said that he was crying because every Jummah I used to sit on it. And today for this Jummah here it is not behind me. Just by touching it, Khuda ki qasam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave that bark tree some life inside. My brother Islam, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu was that kind of Sahabi of Nabi Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, who was destined to love him, destined to be his companion. One day Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he's sitting with the Sahaba Ikram, with Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, and he's talking about his childhood. He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, when I was 4 years old, my father took me and went, and he showed me idols. And he said, Hey Abu Bakr, this is your Khuda. Make sajda for that. He left me inside the house of the idols and he went outside. I went in front of the idol. I said to the idol, you know what, I'm hungry, give me food. Nothing happened. Then he said, Hey, oh idol, I'm naked, give me clothes. Nothing. An idol, what is he going to say? Idol is an idol. Then he says to the idol, if you can save yourself from me, then save yourself. And he broke all the idols. And when the father came inside, Abu Quhafa, he says, "Hey Abu Bakr, what did you do? You killed our Khuda." He said, "What kind of Khuda is this that can't save itself?" He gave one tight slap. And he took him by his mother and said, "What kind of child is he? He broke all our Khudas." And the mother Khair says, "Leave him. When he was born, I heard a voice saying that he is going to be the companion of the last Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So let him be." My brother Islam, he also stated that Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he used to do tijarat, go from one town to the other town. It is stated one time he went to Mulk Sham, and in the way there used to be a resting place where there was a very great priest there, whose name was Bahira Rahib. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, as he sleeps, he has a dream in the night that the star from the sky had fallen and fell right in his lap. So he goes to Bahira Rahib, he says, "Hey Bahira, this is what dream I had." He says, "Come here. Which clan are you from?" "From the Quraysh." He gave him every specification that is written in the Torah. Even to this point that he said, "Let me see your hand. Do you have a black spot in your hand?" Because in the Torah it is written, the person who has a black dot in his hand will be the companion of the last Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. And the dream that you had where the star is falling on your lap, that is the beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Jalil al-Qadr Sahabi, he also narrates all these incidents that happened. And he said, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala himself says that when he goes back to Makkatul Mukarramah, the people are asking, "Hey Abu Bakr, there's something wrong with your friend because he's proclaiming to be the last Nabi." Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala went to Nabi Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam, are you a true Nabi? What is your proof?" He said, "Hey Abu Bakr, did you not see the dream that you had in Mulk Sham? My Nabi didn't go there. But because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him khair kasir, knowledge behind the wall." Many people say Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't have knowledge behind the wall. But Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam knew the dream that he had in the night in Mulk Sham. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us hidayah. It is stated from that day onwards, he never ever left Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam alone. The same way Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not have any shadow. There was no shadow. But Abu Bakr was a shadow. Whenever they saw Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, they knew Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is there. His muhabbat, his love for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was true to the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "La yu'minu ahadukum hatta akuna habba ilayhi min walidihi wa waladihi wan nasi ajma'in." That means Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala lived to that hadith, that where only Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam was more beloved to him than his own family, his own children, his own wealth, and everything else, even his own nafs too. Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam was more to him than his own life. You know when Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam said to Abu Bakr, "Hey Abu Bakr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had given me order now to leave Makkah and go to Medina to Munawwar. And I want you to come with me." Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala who did not even think twice. He said, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, I'm present." Because you must know at that journey, the kuffar were following him. The kafirs were there to kill Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he knew that if he's going to go with Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam, his life is in danger. But his muhabbat and his love for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was more than his own life. That is why every ghazwa, whichever war Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was present in, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala used to stand in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If the arrow came right, he went to on the right. If the arrow came from the left, he went to in the left. Arrow came from the back, he went stood in the back. When they asked, "Hey Abu Bakr, what are you going round and round for?" He says, "No, any arrow that comes, I want it to go in my body first, not my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam." Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he leaves with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on this Mubarak journey of Hijrah. As they are traveling, the kuffar behind, they are looking at the footprints on the ground and they're following the footprints. In those days, people used to see a footprint, they'll tell you how many days ago the person passed here. Who passed here? By smelling. And as they were going, they said there's two footprints, they were following. But when it came near to the cave, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was going to go inside the cave, they see only one person's footsteps. So one is asking the other, but there were two people. How come now there's only one footprint? So one of the kafirs says, yeah, one is the Aka and dusra wo to ghulam tha. Shayad Aka unki gandon pe chad gaya. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he says, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, this mountain is high. Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I'll bend down, you jump on my shoulders. I will carry you and take you and go talk. My brother Islam, what kind of manzir is this? You know, it is stated that some people take the Quran and put in the juzdan. You know the juzdan? And you kiss the juzdan. Why? Because material. No. Because the Quran is kept inside. They respect even that cover that covers the Quran. But nowadays you get people that talk bad about Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala when he was that kind of sahabi. Khuda ki qasam, that had the Quran wala on top of his shoulder. He said Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam went on the shoulders of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Nabi alayhi salatu wa sallam went on his shoulders, Abu Bakr's shoulders. And as he's going top, he pushes his right leg forward, and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala kissed the right foot of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He put the left leg forward, he kissed the left foot of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Up till he went right till the top. Nabi alayhi salatu wa sallam said, yeah, Abu Bakr, what are you doing? What are you doing? He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, jannat mein na jannat ki galiyon mein wo maza jo mila Muhammad ki talwo mein. That is his love to that extent, my brother Islam. They go right to the cave on top. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, you wait, let me go inside the cave and clean the cave for you. He goes inside the cave. He cleans the cave nicely. And he stated that there were holes in that cave. And wherever there's holes in the cave, you must know that holes is for a snake. My brother Islam, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala took his clothes, he tore it in pieces, and he covered every hole. Only one hole was left. And in that hole he put his heel inside it. And he called Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, now you come inside. My Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, he comes inside the cave and he puts his son Mubarak on top of the lap of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala. My brother Islam, ye manzir kaisa hai? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on his lap. Abu Bakr is sitting there looking at the face of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Umar Farooq radiallahu ta'ala says, hey Abu Bakr, I'll give you the sawab of every single good deed I did in my whole life. Just give me the sawab of 1 second that you got while sitting with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My brother Islam, that maqam was so great. Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala is sitting and Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam sar Mubarak on him. And it states that that snake that was there inside the hole now want to come out. And he saw the heel of Abu Bakr and he kept on biting the heel. Biting the heel, and Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala did not even want to move. Why? Because if he moves, the rest and the aram of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam would have been disturbed. Until this point, that his tears started rolling down his eyes because he could not hold that pain that was coming from that snake. But still he didn't move. When the tears fell on the face of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam said, Abu Bakr, ma huwa ya Abu Bakr, ma yubkika ya Abu Bakr. What makes you cry, O Abu Bakr? Now you know, my brother Islam, look at the muhabbat. ये सहाबा वो सहाबा जिनके हर सुबह ईद होते थे, हुजूर की दीद होते उनकी ईद होते. My brother Islam, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he says first, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, my mother, my father, even me, is qurban for you. Lo dikhta. He says first, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, my mother, my father, even myself, my own Jan, is sacrificed for you. The snake bit me. We will say, hey, snake bit me. But his muhabbat was so much for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He first said that his father, his mother, and himself is qurban for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He took out his leg and the snake came out. My brother Islam, that was the same snake that was coming from Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam time. When it was coming, he asked Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, Ya Isa, which is the way to go to Madinatul Munawwara? Because I heard the last Nabi muhayyuddeen Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam is going to come past this way and go to Madinatul Munawwara. And Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam showed him the way to go to Madinatul Munawwara. And on the way, he went inside this cave where Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was going to come. And he says, when he comes out, he says that it made the tawaf of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam reading the salatu wassalam, as-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah, as-salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. When my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked, oh snake, why did you bite my Khalifa? Why did you bite my friend? He said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I'm waiting from the time of Hazrat Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. Waiting for you to come here so that I can read the salatu wassalam for you. And now I see there was one place where the hole was covered and I couldn't come out. So I had to bite the leg of Abu Bakr. And Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam takes his lu'ab al-dahan, his saliva, put it in the heel of Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, and that heel got better. And he says, right till the time I left the dunya, on that leg, on that heel, I never ever felt pain again. My brother Islam, Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala, who was a very great Jaleel Qadr Sahabi, very close to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so much of love for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he said to Umar Farooq, hey Umar Farooq, when I die, you take my janazah and go leave it in front of the Roza Mubarak of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. And hey Umar, you stand there and you say to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that your Habib is here. Abu Bakr is present. And he's asking permission to be buried next to you. He says, if you get answer, Alhamdulillah, bury me with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But if you don't get any answer, take me and bury me in Jannatul Baqi. My brother Islam, it is stated that Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala janazah was there in front of the Roza Mubarak of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. When the question was asked, they say, Khuda ki qasam, that Jali Mubarak, the gate of the Roza Mubarak of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam flung open. And the voice came from inside, Udkhul al-Habib al-Habib. Let the beloved be resting with his beloved. And that is why where Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala is buried, right next to my beloved Habib Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Now where are those people that say my Nabi is dead? My Nabi knows everything. Maybe for you, your Nabi might be dead. But our Nabi is alive. And whatever we want, Khuda ki qasam, even up till today, we will get it in the barakah of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. My brother Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it very clear. He says, وَلَوْ أَنَّهُمْ مِنْ ظَلَمُوا أَنفُسَهُمْ جَاءُوكَ فَاسْتَغْفَرُوا اللَّهَ وَاسْتَغْفَرَ لَهُمُ الرَّسُولُ لَوَجَدُوا اللَّهَ تَوَّابًا رَحِيمًا. He says, if anyone had committed a sin in their lives, go to the barakah of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, ask for forgiveness, and through sadaqah and wasila of my Nabi Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, you will find happiness there, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will then forgive you for what you did. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us a muhabbat that Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala had for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and make us better Muslims of the future. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagh al-mubin. Jazakumullah khair.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر والله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله اللهم رب هذا Islam, we make dua inshallah to Sadaqah and Wasila of the first Khalifa of Islam, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, under the roof of the Ahl Bayt. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant they make it ease for all our mushkilat. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant Jannatul Firdaus for all the Madhumeen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant Shifa for all those that are sick. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us and make us betterness of the future. Jazakumullah. Alhamdulillah. الحمد لله الذي جعل يوم الجمعة سيد الأيام ولا نعبده ولا نستعينه إلا إياه وهو الذي فرض الصلاة الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله الصلاة والسلام على رسوله محمد وعلى آل سيدنا مولانا وبارك وسلم عليه اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وقنا عذاب القبر وقنا عذاب الحشر وقنا عذاب الدين الحمد لله الذي جعل يوم الجمعة سيد الأيام ولا نعبده ولا نستعينه إلا إياه وهو الذي فرض الصلاة الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله والصلاة على سيدنا وعلى آله وصحبه الكرام خصوصا أفضل البشر بعد الأنبياء بالتحقيق أمير المؤمنين أبي بكر الصديق رضي الله تعالى عنه وعلى ناتي بالصدق والثواب أمير المؤمنين عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله تعالى عنه وعلى كامل الحياء ولي كان أمير المؤمنين عثمان بن عفان رضي الله تعالى عنه وعلى غالب كل غالب علي بن أبي طالب رضي الله تعالى عنه وعلى الإمامين همامين سيدين شهيدين أبي محمد الياسر وعبد الله الحسين وعلى أمهما سيدة النساء فاطمة الزهراء رضي الله تعالى عنها وعلى أمين شريفهم لاس الحمد والعباس وعلى ستة الباقية من العشرة المبشرة وسائر صحابة رضوان الله أجمعين بارك الله لنا ولكم في القرآن العظيم ونفعنا وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم إنه تعالى جواد كريم بر رؤوف رحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا مولانا وبارك وسلم عليه اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد بعدد من قاد وقام وصل على جميع الأنبياء المرسلين وعلى كل ملائكتك المقربين وعلى عباد الله الصالحين إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم ولا ذكر الله تعالى وأولى وعز وجل وتم هم أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنا أعطيناك الكوثر صدق الله مولانا العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم الأمين وقال رسول الله صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده وولده والناس أجمعين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم تقبل هذه صلاة الجمعة في ghulestaana muhayyuddeen ببركة سيد رسين الدين شاه صاحب دام بركاتهم العالية. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا مولانا وبارك وسلم عليه.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قال الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. صفوفكم يرحمكم الله. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. قل أعوذ برب الناس الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. ربنا آتينا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم. اللهم أجرني من النار. اللهم أجرني من النار. اللهم أجرني من النار وأسألك الجنة. فسهل يا إلهي كل صعب بحرمة سيد الأبرار سهل. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلي وفاطمة وحسن وحسين وآله وأصحابه بعدد كل مخلوقاتك. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Yeah, I know. You're right. My father.
You, Ami. You.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulih Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Rasulullah انظر حالنا يا حبيب الله اسمع قالنا إننا في بحر غم مغرق كل سفل لنا أشكالنا يا إلهي ये जो लंगर है जियाई दरिया या कभी की सत्य तो फिर अहले पेट की सत्य तो फिर खाने में बरकत नाज़िल फरमा जो भी इसको खाए अगर बीमार हैं उनको शिफाए कामिला अता फरमा जो बेऔलाद हैं उनको औलाद अता फरमा जो बेरोजगार हैं उनको रोजगारी अता फरमा बिबरकत अल्लाहु व मलाइकतहु युसल्लूना अला नबी या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनू सल्लु अलैहि व सल्लिमू तस्लीमा अल्लाहुम्मा सल्लि अला सय्यिदिना मौलाना मुहम्मद व अला आलि सय्यिदिना मौलाना व बारिक व सल्लिम
Monday. He was sick.
Yeah.
And things like that. For a while, I think about 2 weeks. He was a diabetic person for many years.
Many smoked coke.
Yeah, that's the problem. No control.
Ya Rasulullah wa sallam alayka ya Habiballah ya Nabi salam alayka ya Rasul salam alayka ya Habib salam alayka salawatullah
وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داعي يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت المدينة ما دعا لله داعي يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك استغفر لغوث اعظم گنج بخش فہل عالم صدقہ امام اعظم دور ہو سبھی کے رنج و غم یا نبی سلام علیکہ یا رسول سلام علیکہ یا حبیب سلام علیکہ صلوات اللہ علیکہ شین اللہ یا عبد القادر محیّuddین فی قلب حاضر جنانی باللہ بادر المدد یا عبد القادر یا نبی سلام علیکہ یا رسول سلام علیکہ یا حبیب سلام علیکہ صلوات اللہ علیکہ الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا خاتم النبيين
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين اللهم أنت ربي لا إله إلا أنت خلقتني وأنا عبدك وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت أبوء لك بنعمتك علي وأبوء بذنبي فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت امداد کن از بنده غم آزاد کن در دین و دنیا شاد کن یا غوث اعظم دستغیر يا رسول الله انظر حالنا يا حبيب الله اسمع قالنا إننا في بحر هم مغرق خذ يدي سهل لنا أشقالنا توفى حذر تستغير دشمن هو زر رب زدني علما رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا حسبنا الله حسبنا الله حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل نعم المولى ونعم النصير إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلي وفاطمة وحسن وحسين وآله وأصحابه بعدد كل مخلوقاتك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
No, don't worry. Give it.
You alright, Musa?
You good?
Good. You. I got a phone. Assalamualaikum.
Down in the sense that said
Yeah.
whatever took place.
What took place?
Yeah.
You should have handled it in a better manner.
Better manner, exactly.
He should have been handled it as an individual.
Yeah.
You know? But he was looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
For a long time.
Yeah.
To get away because he is quite involved in all other things. He told you was later. Said that.
I know your name is same like mine.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I said he called you. Look at you.
About 2.5 hours.
Okay.
That's why I called you, right?
Huh? Inshallah.
Right by Jamil Faiki.
Hmm?
I mean, Ghani must pay him 2.8 pounds, 2.8 million that he utilized.
$2.8 million.
When you were a senior, you know how they might work. It's sharper than a sword.
Oh yeah.